All right, so I got these small parallettes out. I like ones that are a little bit closer to the ground for this exercise. If you have parallettes that are a little bit higher, you can start with feet on a box. But essentially what we're trying to do here is get stronger in a position that is difficult to kind of, have most people do as they come through the turnover position on a back hip. For this drill, I used to use it in gymnastics all the time for some ring elements like a Maltese cross. My body's completely horizontal to the ground, but it has a great application to that same kind of turnover position that we're going to see in the back row. So the first thing you're going to notice is that the rings are kind of externally rotated a little bit, right? And the reason why I'm doing that is that because that's where my hands are. It's in the exact same position as I come through that turnover on the rings. We'll do the back hip. So I want to make sure first that they're turned out at about a 45-degree angle, right? Next thing, when you start, obviously we can scale these things accordingly. So if someone can't do a push-up, let's take them back a step, let's get them to push up. Let's make sure that they're starting on their knees and building up appropriately. I'm going to show you kind of where this drill can lead up to. And when you're strong enough to be able to do it, what you can actually apply it to when you talk about back rolls and stuff. Alright? So, the way this is going to look is, what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get really far forward. I'm trying to get so far forward that a lot of my body weight is being supported on my shoulders and my pecs. Alright? So this is the same action that you're going to be feeling. It's the same muscle groups that are going to be involved in you being able to keep those rings in a nice support action as you come over in a back roll. And this allows you to do it in static apparatus just for reps. Right? So this is the final action. Leaning forward. You see my feet are coming off the ground a little bit.
See that, yeah.
So this is pretty advanced. The final action is pretty advanced. I'll show you the whole thing and then we'll see where you're at. So again, trying to get the weight on my shoulders and my pecs supporting most of it by leaning really far forward. Forward. Alright? So if you're capable of doing that, basically what that tells me, it's almost an assessment. If you're able to do something like that, where you're able to kind of support your whole body weight in that really far forward extreme position, that tells me that if you're doing a back roll, that you're able to keep those rings in when necessary. If you're not able to do something like this, it's very likely that if you try to do a back roll and you're a little bit off, that you're going to just collapse through. Yeah. All right. So this is a good exercise, a good kind of indicator as to whether or not you're strong enough to be able to actually do that back roll and you're able to lock those rings in.
And this is an obvious. I think it's an obvious question, but as you're doing that, I'm thinking how I can cheat to do it. Mm-hmm. So if you put your elbows into your body,
yeah,
that's not what you want.
Well, I mean, because the application is to something that we're going to be doing more advanced,
yeah.
It's not something that, it's a skill, right? It's a skill, it's a strength-based skill to help you build for other skills. I'm not going to be doing these in monster time or anything like that. So if you're going to be doing it, I would hope that people are trying to get the most out of it by doing it correctly. Now with the elbows, you do want the elbows in. I don't want you to prop weight onto your elbows, I want you to feel like you're supporting, but I do want them in. The efficiency of this whole action is not trying to keep the rings close to the body, elbows close to the body, so you're turning over efficiently. So yes, I want the elbows in, but supporting the weight, basically you're negating everything you're trying to get out of the skill.
So push-up, bottom push-ups first?
Yeah, so start in a regular push-up position, try to get those shoulders a little bit further. You can kind of work 5 degrees at a time. Just start seeing if you can do a full push-up action from there.
And then lean forward?
Yep. Just see if you can slowly start supporting that weight. There you go, very good. Good. How's that feel?
Hard.
Tough? Alright, good. You look pretty solid. You can give it a try. I mean, you look strong enough in the position to give it a try. Let's see if we can get your feet off the ground. Good. Awesome.
I think that's
Huh?
one is good.
One's like 8, right? One's like 8. But that's essentially tells me whether or not you're going to be strong enough to be able to handle if you're a little off in the back row. This is the kind of strength that you can be building to keep those rings in nice and tight as you come over in that
feet off the ground?
Feet off the ground puts all of the pressure on your shoulder and pecs. In the same area, same muscle groups, they're going to be activating when you're actually going through that turning action. Make sense?
Yeah.
Alright, so again, this is a really good exercise that people can do day in and day out. It's something I would do on a daily basis as part of my closing, at the end of the day, after my workouts, a few sets just to work on the position.
Okay. And just as we're here, we have these turned out. Mm-hmm. When we're going through the actual back hip, are you thinking about your hand position?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're trying to turn them out as you get.
Yeah. So The more you do, the more the ring actually becomes natural. But at first, as you're starting to develop it, you have to be a little bit more conscious of what's happening with your hands. So I would just tell people that as they come through the inversion, that they do want the rings to be externally rotated a little bit, and you're going to be pushing down kind of in this action. So I did put them in the position because that's essentially what you want to be seeing in that grip as you come over the top. All right.
And obviously, a scale back to this, you can do them on the floor.
You can do them on the floor. You can do them from your knees. Yeah, you can just do the same thing from your knees and just work on. Essentially, I would just work on like 5 degrees at a time. Just trying to get your shoulders slowly leaning forward. And even if you want to have someone, for really on the basic level, have a spotter on the side to assist with the shoulders to make sure that if they're about to collapse, you have assistance here. Okay. All right. So you can work with 2 spotters as well. I'll just work on one side, but if you have equal partners on both sides, someone assisting with the shoulder as they come forward, you can assist accordingly. All right. The more we can incorporate stuff where spotters are actually involved, I think it's a great asset. We use spotters all the time in gymnastics, and I think it's underutilized a little bit on the regular gym side. So we got to make sure that we're slowly starting to creep some of that spotting technique in there as well. Cool. Good job.